Ever been walking on the oaks and you catch a foul smell in your nose? After feeling appalled, you anxiously look around for others to notice it too. After much thought, you realize it's just that dumpster behind Kearney, and then you go back to your business. If you ever had this experience, then, my friend, you should consider recycling. First, I will begin by telling you all how recycling came about and how it's extremely beneficial to the environment. Then I will clarify in great detail the misconceptions that some people have on recycling and how this inexpensive waste management method is more important than some people might think. Lastly, I will conclude my speech with some simple methods that everyone can use to begin recycling. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, recycling is the process of collecting and processing materials that would otherwise be constituted as trash and turning them into new products. In a July 26, 2016 news article, Boston College reported that the average college student produces a solid 640 pounds of waste a year. That's including 500 disposable cups and 320 pounds of paper. That waste is then sent to landfills where it just sits and contaminates local groundwater, aquifers, the soil, and produces methane. In essence, that means that both your drinking water and food could have potentially been contaminated with various waste materials. Recycling does not only harm humans but animals as well. For instance, plastic. Humans love this stuff. From plastic cups to plates, even plastic bags. We use these items every day, never to think of how they affect other species once we dispose of them. In fact, tens of thousands of birds, whales, seals, and turtles are killed every year from plastic bag litter in the marine environment, as they often mistake plastic bags for jellyfish and other foods. Plastic bags, once ingested by an animal, cannot be easily digested, so it stays in their intestines and prevents them from digesting food, and thus can cause many of them a slow and painful death. In fact, plastic can take up to 1,000 years to digest, to break down, and once an animal dies, the plastic is then freed back into the atmosphere and goes on to kill or harm other wildlife. Recycling is a behavior. Brian Iccavillo, an assistant psychiatry professor at Inkin School of Medicine at Mount Sinai in New York City, told Huffington Post in August 2016. In a news article, he says that because the reward for recycling and the repercussions for not recycling aren't necessarily immediate, it can be hard for people to make the association between their daily habits and those consequences. However, 25% of people that Iccavillo surveyed said that they will recycle, but they have lack of access. That statistics are interesting because it also shows that the problem is more prevalent in the South than in the rest of the country.